Olá, boa noite a todos. Espero que vocês gostem da palestra de hoje à noite com a CHEN, que vai falar um pouco sobre Hubei e as maravilhas dos lados que Hubei tem. Agradeço a presença de todos e eu vou encerrar a live. As perguntas que vocês forem mandando e quiserem saber mais sobre o conteúdo que ela vai apresentar para vocês, eu vou ajudá-la a responder as perguntas. E eu vou chamar agora o nosso diretor, o Tiago Fernandes. Ai, desculpa. Como é a primeira vez que eu estou fazendo isso, a gente fica um pouco nervosa, eu não me apresentei. O meu nome é Laura Lobo e eu sou responsável pela produção das atividades culturais do Instituto Confucius. Bom, dada a apresentação, agora eu vou chamar o nosso diretor, o Tiago Fernandes, para apresentar um pouco sobre a CHEN e um pouco sobre o Instituto Confúcio. Muito obrigado e tenham uma excelente apresentação e uma excelente experiência.
Olá, boa noite a todos e todas. Muito obrigado por comparecer aqui, mas eu queria antes também agradecer a CHEN, que vai trazer para a gente essa noite essa palestra sobre Hubei, que a gente chamou aqui de Terra dos 3.000 Lagos. Então, eu queria dar as boas-vindas a todo mundo e falar um pouquinho da CHEN. A CHEN nasceu na cidade de Wuhan, lá na província de Hubei, na China. Ela é monitora titular da classe 5 na Escola de Línguas Estrangeiras da Universidade de Hubei, que é a parceira do Instituto Confucius na Unesp no projeto. E ela foi homenageada em outubro como membro honorário da Liga da Juventude da Universidade de Hubei e ganhou bolsa de primeira classe para alunos excelentes. Como nativa de Wuhan, ela desenvolveu uma profunda afeição pela sua cidade e espera mostrar para vocês e para o mundo essa rica história cultural, o rápido desenvolvimento e a vida colorida na cidade na província de Hubei. Então, bom, para todos aí que não conhecem o Instituto é um projeto em parceria da Unesp com a Universidade de Hubei, que é a universidade da onde faz parte a CHEN, e nós nos dedicamos ao ensino da língua chinesa e a promoção da cultura chinesa. Então, fiquem atentos aí, acho que já passou aí os nossos links de redes sociais, curtam a gente para depois saber das novidades, e aí a gente está sempre realizando eventos. Bom, vou deixar vocês então com a CHEN, e espero que tenham uma boa palestra. Não se esqueçam que essa palestra vai ter uma outra sessão que vai ser realizada aí no fim da live. A Laura vai falar para vocês a data e aí vocês já podem se inscrever também para a segunda sessão. Bom, então espero que todos aproveitem. Um abraço. The floor is yours.
Hi, tudo bom? Hello, Mr. Host, Mr. Diego, and the students of the Confucius Institute of the St. Paul University. Welcome to you. Thanks to the internet, I could talk with you at Wuhan. It is the capital city of Hubei in China. First, I want to make a brief introduction of myself. I'm Chen Zexuan, an English major in Hubei University. I have lived in Hubei for more than 20 years, and I have a deep love for my hometown. So, have you ever been Hubei? Do you know some tourist attractions in Hubei? If not, never mind. Today, I will set you on a wonderful journey to Hubei and tell you some colorful stories about it. This is my arrangement. As you can see, my lecture will be divided into two sessions. The first introduces the connection between Hubei and water. You will know how water nurtures the plant of Hubei, mellows its food, and benefits its people. The second one focuses on the cultural heritage of Hubei. It is mainly about Three Kingdoms and Wudang Mountains. Now, let's get started. First, we will take a general look at this place. Hubei covers an area of 185.9 thousand square kilometers. It is approximate to the area of Syria. It has a population of 59 million, up to the population of Italy. In 2021, Hubei's GDP stood at RMB 5 trillion yuan. It is approximate to the national GDP of Turkey. More importantly, locating at the heartland of China, with its capital city Wuhan, Hubei has long been the most important transportation hub in China, with a traffic extending in all directions. And the comprehensive transportation network of Hubei is actually blessed with water. Now, let's enjoy a video about the general information of Hubei. Please note that there is a river appearing at the beginning of the video. Could you guess the name of the river? Now, please play the video 1. So now do you get the name of the river? I could see Monica typed the Yellow River in the comments. I'm surprised that you could understand the Chinese, but actually, the river is the Yangtze River. Just as the Amazon running through Brazil, the Yangtze River runs over mountains and finally meets with the Han River. At the place they meet, the sand has been left and deposited and gradually formed the plain of Hubei. So we can say that Brazilian and the people of Hubei are both the children of river. But the Yangtze River is not the only river flowing across Hubei. The water system of Hubei not only contains the two major rivers, the Yangtze River and the Han River, but also includes about 1,000 lakes. As a result, Hubei enjoys the title of the land of 1,000 lakes. Among all these lakes, two lakes are of the most importance, the Dongting Lake and the East Lake. Do you know why Hubei is called Hubei? In Chinese, Hu means lake and Bei means north. So Hubei refers to the place at the north of the Dongting Lake. By the way, the same is true to Hunan, the China's province sitting at the south of the Dongting Lake. Besides the Dongting Lake, another famous lake in Hubei is the East Lake. You can see it on the screen. Lying at the east of Wuhan, the East Lake boasts lush mountains, lucid water, and fragrant gardens of lotus, plum blossoms, and cherry blossoms. The beautiful scenery is so attractive that it even won the favor of the great Chinese chairman, Mao Zedong. The white buildings standing on the bank of the East Lake are called Meiling buildings. You can see it on the screen. They belong to the East Lake Hotel. These buildings used to be the residence of Mao Zedong in the 1960s to 1970s. During his late years, Mao worked and lived there for a long time. He enjoyed the serenity and the relief given by the beautiful scenery and gave audience to many celebrities and foreign friends. Meiling buildings are now continue to serve as an elegant reception for some distinguished guests from home and abroad. For example, on April 27th and 28th, 2018, President Xi Jinping met with Indian Prime Minister Modi in the East Lake Hotel. Besides, the buildings are also open to the public as a popular tourist spot. There, people could get glimpses of Chairman Mao's historical and colorful life. Nowadays, the East Lake has been the biggest scenery tourist attraction in Wuhan. It attracts people all over the world by its picturesque landscape and rich cultural background. If you come to Wuhan, Hubei, I strongly recommend you to ride a bike along the East Lake Greenway on the screen. You can also take a ride. I'm sorry? You can also take a ride on the newly built Skywheel, the East Lake Eye, on the right picture, and you can enjoy a bird's eye view of the whole city. By the way, the beautiful place is very near to my university, Hubei University. It just takes 10 minutes by car to there. If you come to Hubei University for studying abroad, I could show you around as a free guide. Blessed with the rich water resources, Hubei becomes the home to various wild plants and animals. Now, let's see a video about the beautiful plants and animals there. Please play the video too. How beautiful it is, right? Now let's continue. Water not only irrigates Hubei's land, but also feeds its people. The fertile land of Hubei produces rich food resources. So, in a Chinese folk song, Hubei is depicted as a place better than the heaven with abundant foods. Well, I really have to tell you that it's my favorite part, and I couldn't wait to introduce to you some delicious foods in Hubei. I guess that most of you already know the hot dry noodles at the left picture and the crawfish at the right picture. But today, I want to tell you some other cuisines in Hubei. Here we go. The first one is lotus. When we talk about lotus, you may think of the Buddhism and the lotus under the feet of Sakyamuni. But do you know that some parts of lotus could be eaten? In Hubei, lotus is not only a sacred Buddhist flower, but also an ingredient of cooking. Varying from seasons, people eat different parts of lotus by making various cuisines out of them. In spring, we eat the baby of lotus roots. You can see them on the screen, or you can see it in my hand Can you see it? This is the baby of lotus root. The lotus root and the baby of lotus root is the immature roots of lotus. The most common cooking method is to cut them into small segments and pickle them with green peppers in the solution of salt, sugar, and vinegar. The pickled lotus sprouts are crispy and taste sweet and sour. Then, summer is the high time to eat lotus seeds. Here, as you can see on the screen or in my hand, you can see that this is the lotus seed. Here, they are enclosed in the fruit pod of lotus root. You can stir fry them with other ingredients or just eat them in raw. Like this, you move away the peel, and here the outside white part is sweet, but there is a little green core in every lotus seed. The green core tastes a little bitter, but they are good for health. They are sugar-free, low-fat, and contain rich nutrients. As an important ingredient of traditional Chinese medicine, we use the lotus seed core to make tea, which can help to prevent inflammation, improve sleeping quality, relieve inner heat, and cool down in hot summer. Then, lotus roots are mature in autumn. We make lotus root slices in sweet sauce. On the right picture, you can see we cut lotus roots into thin slices, quickly boil them in hot water, and pour the special sauce on it. The sauce is made of osmanthus, honey, and sugar. It is a famous delicacy in Hubei. It tastes sweet and delicious. You can find it in almost every restaurant around Hubei University. Just come to Hubei and taste it by yourself. Then in winter, we make soup with lotus roots and pork ribs. Just drink a bowl of soup and you will immediately warm up. Now, let's play the video 3.
湖北人爱喝汤，有无汤不成席的说法。湖北盛产莲藕，粉嫩白净，生吃就甘甜化渣，闻名全国。湖北人喜欢拿藕和肉骨头煨汤，文火煨到肉烂脱骨，藕块吃起来口感粉糯又不失清脆，最绝的汤喝上一口，香浓清甜。不禁要感叹藕香与肉香的搭档简直是天下绝配。对于湖北人来说，排骨藕汤代表的就是家的味道。
Well, besides the soup, we also make these. You can see it on the screen. This is called lotus root case with meat stuffing. And also we make lotus root balls. The former one is made of meat stuffing, lotus root slices, and flour. And the later one looks a little like your traditional Brazilian food, coxinha. I don't know how to pronounce it. But I know that your coxinha is made from potatoes and chicken, but the lotus root ball is made from lotus roots, pork, and eggs. Well, after talking about lotus, let me show you another food on the dining tables of Hubei. That is fish. Blessed by the Yangtze River, Hubei is the top province in the output of freshwater fish in China. There is an unbelievable fact that 1 out of every 7 fishes in Chinese dining table is served by Hubei. Fish can be cooked in many ways. For example, we make the fish loaf. It is made from minced fish meat. We often steam or boil them in soup. But the most famous fish dish in Hubei is the steamed wuchang fish. You can see in the left picture. Wuchang fish only habitates in the Liangzi Lake in Hubei. It is so delicious that it enjoys a high reputation and was even written in a poem from Mao Zedong. As I said before, during his visits to Wuhan, Chairman Mao lived in the East Lake Hotel. Do you remember that? And he also wrote a famous poem named Swim. In this poem, he expressed his aspiration and delight when he saw the fast development of Wuhan. He also recorded his unforgettable trip in Wuhan, especially his experience of drinking the water of the Yangtze River and eating the wuchang fish. No wonder that how delicious the fish is. But do you know why this poem is named Swim? Well, actually it refers to his experience of swimming across the 1,800-meter wide Yangtze River. Sounds unbelievable, right? In fact, the traditional activity of swimming across the Yangtze River in Hubei has a long history. Just as you Brazilian people are excellent football players, the people of Hubei are good at water sports since a very early age. For one thing, we are born and brought up on the river banks. For another, swim in winter is a pleasant entertainment in hot summer days. So, the rivers and lakes become our natural entertaining parks. If you come to Wuhan on weekends, you will find lots of swimming fans gathering at the river beach. Besides that, every year, we also hold many swimming events and races. The most famous one is the Wuhan Yangtze River Crossing Festival. On every July 16th, swimmers from professional teams, universities, and clubs gather at the wharf of Hanyang Gate. They already finished the whole course of 100 and 800 meters long. On grounds of safety, they have already passed the physical examination and the swimming test before. Besides the athletes, local citizens can also enjoy the festival by watching the race on site or participating in themed activities and taking photos at nearby landmarks. But why the activity is on July 16th? According to the historical records, Chairman Mao swam in the Yangtze River for over 40 times during his visit to Wuhan. On July 16, 1966, 73-year-old Mao participated in the activity for the last time. Then, the date of July 16th has been proclaimed as the Wuhan Yangtze River Crossing Festival. It not only pays homage to the Chinese great leader, but also shows the spirit of crossing river. The raging waves will never hold back the people of Hubei. Instead, we will always rise to all the sufferings and hardships that may appear on our way ahead. It is also this kind of spirit that fosters 6 diving champions at the previous Olympic Games. They are Zhou Jihong, Xiao Hailiang, Wang Xin, Liu Huixia, Hu Jia, and the Chinese diving queen Fu Mingxia. As the pride of Hubei people and the personification of the crossing river spirit, they present the world with a true image of Hubei. Just as the ancient Chinese philosopher Confucius once said, benevolent people embrace the composure of mountains, and smart people possess the flexibility of water. The Yangtze River enables the people of Hubei to enjoy great benefits. The water not only brings us entertainment pleasure, but also promotes the modernization of Hubei, especially the development of water engineering. For one thing, Hubei has enormous capacity for bridge construction. For example, we have the Wuhan Yangtze River Bridge. You can see it on the screen. It is the first railway highway bridge over the Yangtze River in China. Before the construction of the bridge, for many years, people on the two banks of the Yangtze River had to take ferries and prams to travel across the river. Therefore, the new municipal government of Wuhan proposed to build a bridge over the Yangtze River. It is aimed at bringing convenience to people and paving the way for the extending of railways. And it really does. Today, the bridge not only connects the people of the south and the north, but also makes great contributions to the development of Wuhan and whole China. This is not the only bridge in Hubei. Including this bridge, there are totally 11 bridges spanning over the Yangtze River in Wuhan. This gives Wuhan the title of the City of Bridges. The strong capacity of building bridge is owing to the Bridge Construction Corps in Hubei. You can see them on the screen. They have already extended its business line to many regions out of Hubei and even China. They have designed and built about 200 extra large bridges in more than 30 countries around the world. For another, there are two significant water engineering projects in Hubei. It's no exaggeration to say that they have made great changes in the destiny of China and its people. I guess that some of you may hear of them. They are the Three Gorges Hydroelectric Station and the South to North Water Diversion Project. We know that Brazil and Paraguay jointly built the Itaipu hydroelectric station on your border, right? But do you know where is the world's largest hydroelectric station? It's in Hubei. The name of this comes from its location at the Three Gorges area of the Yangtze River. But its functions are far more than water prevention. First, with the another name of the Three Gorges Dam, it has the most important function of flood prevention. In the past, people at the middle and lower reach of the river frequently suffered flood. So the dam was built to reserve the water rushing down from the upper reach of the river. Second, it is also equipped with some water turbine generators. When the water flows down from the upper reach of the river, it drives the turbines to rotate and produce clean hydroelectricity for the nearby factories and houses. But If you just think that the Three Gorges area of Yangtze River is only a place of modern technology, you will be surprised at the picturesque landscape and the unique group of people living there. This group is the Tujia people. They are one of the minority ethnic groups in China. Separated by the beautiful mountains and rivers from the modern civilization, they have still preserved their traditional customs and continued their ancient lifestyle. They live in hanging houses and make a living by fishing. They are good at singing and dancing and wear beautiful costumes and jewelry. Now, let's watch a video and know more about them. Please play video 4. So, how amazing it is that the world's largest hydroelectric power station incorporates itself into the beautiful landscape of Three Gorges and coexists with the local Tujia people in a harmony. It is such a splendid combination of past and present, and such a brilliant clash of tradition and innovation. The other water engineering project is the South to North Water Diversion Project. It is a very grand project. This project was designed to balance the distribution of water resources in China. In China's history, the northern regions has long been the center of population, industry, and agriculture. But the fast urban and industrial development has also accelerated the reduction of water resources. If there is a way to channel the water from the wet south to the dry north, the surplus resources could be better used to solve the shortage and promote development. Therefore, in 1953, On the trip from Wuhan to Nanjing, Chairman Mao first raised the idea of water diversion. It sounds like a dream, right? But it really came true. After 50 years of planning, 12 years of construction, with the input of 300 billion RMB and the efforts of countless people, 2 of the 3 routes were finally accomplished. It is noteworthy that the central route even covers its way 30 meters beneath the Yellow River. Yellow River is another big river in China, you know. By 2022, a total of 53.1 billion tons of water has been transmitted, and 140 million people have been fed by it. Now, let's take a bird view look at this grand project. Please play video 5. Okay. By the way, do you know where does the water come from? Actually, the water comes from the Danjiangkou Reservoir in Shiyan City of Hubei Province. It is near the Wudang Mountains in Hubei. Look, you can see this beautiful place on the screen. It is like a fairyland, right? I will introduce it to you next time. Now we have to continue. When we take advantages from the Yangtze River for development, however, we may ignore what the mother river is undergoing. There was a time when human activities had caused great impact on the environment. The non-standard discharge of polluted water and other forms of pollution triggered a series of environmental problems. The water loss, land erosion, the shrinkage of lake, and the sharp decline in the amounts of rare wild animals. The crying of the Yangtze River aroused the concern of the public and authorities. People finally realized the pressing need to change it all. Since 2018, a package of policies and supporting measures have been carried out to restore and conserve the ecological environment along the Yangtze River. New laws and regulations have been made and implemented to reduce the discharge of polluted water and improve the efficiency of sewage treatment and garbage disposal. Since February 1st, 2020, a 10-year fishing ban on the Yangtze River came into force. Since March 1st, 2021, the Yangtze River Protection Law took effect too. Within only 2 years after that, the amounts of the fish in the Yangtze River have significantly increased. Some endangered species have appeared again. Thanks to these actions, the people of Hubei have gradually developed the awareness of environmental protection. Today, we are so lucky to embrace the lush mountains and lucid waters again, and we are ready to conserve these natural treasures for our future generations. Now, let's make a short summary of this session. Today, we talk about the connection between Hubei and water. First, water nurtures the plant of Hubei, gives it the name of Hubei, and makes their home to many wild plants and animals. Second, water mellows the food of Hubei and produces delicious lotus and fishes. Third, water benefits the people of Hubei, enables them to enjoy the entertainment pleasure of water sports, and promotes the development of water engineering. A philosopher in ancient China, Lao Tzu, once said that the supreme virtue is like water. Due to such a tight connection between water and Hubei, the people there has already developed the quality of water and acted on the spirit of water in the fight against the COVID pandemic. At the end of 2019 and the beginning of its outbreak, Hubei was once the epicenter of the terrible disaster. But this land is so resilient and so tenacious that it never surrendered or gave up. After going through the long freezing winter, it finally embraced the warm spring again. I'm very proud of my hometown, and I prepare a short vlog for you today. It's about my daily life in the capital city, Wuhan of Hubei. Now, let's take a glance of the present Hubei. Please play the video 6. Okay. Now we come to the end of the session. I hope you can enjoy it and have more knowledge about my hometown. Next time, we will focus on the historical and the cultural heritage of Hubei, such as the mysterious Wudang martial arts and the legends of the Three Kingdoms period in China's history. If you have any questions or you want to know more about my hometown Hubei, you can feel free to ask me by sending me emails at 1722123965@qq.com. I will be very glad to answer you. And muito obrigada.
Oh, Chen, thank you very much for your presentation. Now we know more about Hubei. It was a very interesting presentation. You know, I've been there already 3 times, and then we had a lot of activities, but some things you have shown, we cannot know. Only 1 minute. My video is blocked. I will check one thing. Hold on, please. Hold on. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Okay, let's wait my image come back in naturally because I cannot leave once I'm dealing the transmission. Okay?
Okay.
Is it back?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. So as I was saying, I've been in Hubei 3 times and it's a really magic place. We really had fun. We really saw many interesting things. Of course, we studied a lot because the atmosphere, it's very for students and we have a lot of to see and study as well. And then you showed many things that I didn't have opportunity to see, but maybe next time when I've been in Hubei, I can visit, eat, try, and much more.
Welcome.
Okay, I have a few questions. I will start first with my question. One of the things you showed, it was a wedding party. It's like a local wedding party, like a cultural presentation. I've been there once because I had the opportunity of visiting the Three Gorges. And on the way, we have that cultural presentation, and it's very beautiful, very interesting. It's very touching even. So my question is, the real wedding are like that nowadays, or there is more like Eastern influence, like the bride gets all white, or the ceremonies are still like that? It's a very peculiar curiosity.
Yes, I think a part of these people will choose to take the Western-like wedding, and the other parts of them may still preserve this kind of traditional customs. So I think maybe some of them may be influenced by the Western weddings, and you can still see the kind of traditional weddings there today.
Oh, interesting. But it's not for everybody. It's only like a very close to ceremony, right? Only for
Yes.
guests. Okay. All right. There was one question. Someone is asking here, when the cherry trees and the flowers and all the leaves come out, what season normally?
The cherry trees are about maybe April or maybe in March, the cherry blossoms are all in full blossom, and you can come to Wuhan to appreciate the beautiful flowers. And the osmanthus may be in August, in the summer, and you walk in the street and you will smell a very sweet odor, and that is come from the osmanthus.
Okay, and then once you showed so much about sports and Olympic game and all that swimmers that people, there's one person who is asking here: are there any world-renowned artists who were born in Hubei, if they are whether from movies, cinema, music, or visual arts?
No, they are real born. They are real born in Hubei. They are all Hubei people.
I know, but they are asking here about other personalities from cinema or from music or from fashion or from visual arts that it's known around the world, like very renewed. Is there, like, for example, Jack Chan? It's very famous in cinema. Is there other personality in the world who is also like that?
Do you know Liu Yifei?
Oh, Hubei?
Liu Yifei, do you know?
No, sorry.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
I think maybe such person will appear in the future, but now we have no such personalities. Sorry.
Okay, great. Any more questions? Okay, maybe there's no more questions because you spoke very well. Your lecture was very good. It was like an excellent experience. This is my point of view. I think everybody thinks the same. The chat says they're saying thank you very much. They loved very much. And I'm sure everybody hardly can wait for your next lecture.
Thank you. I also hardly wait too.
Ok, muito obrigada a todos. Vamos ficando por aqui. E teremos uma outra live dessa no mês que vem. E vai ser ainda com a CHEN, que ela quer trazer outros conteúdos. Portanto, eu gostaria de pedir vocês que sigam as nossas redes sociais, que curtam nossos conteúdos, que acompanhem as nossas transmissões, os nossos trabalhos online. Nós trabalhamos muito duro para proporcionar a vocês o melhor conteúdo possível sobre China e sobre toda a realização do trabalho que o Instituto Confúcio faz. Tá bom? Muito obrigada, tenham todos uma boa noite e muito obrigada, CHEN. Tchau, tchau. Tchau, tchau.